Welcome to our first edition of Buck's Blog for 2016. I'm Rock Abaco from MASNsports.com, School of Rock, with Orioles manager Buck Showalter. Buck, 2 weeks into the season, already 2 postponements, some delays. I know other teams are affected as well, but how big a challenge has that been to try and get some momentum, maybe a rhythm to the season when you've had these interruptions?
Well, I think that's the word, rhythm and continuity, and get on schedule, and everybody has that challenge. Nobody can figure out why they don't open the season in warm weather cities or dome cities. That would make too much sense, right? But it's going to happen during the course of the season. The big thing for us is we know we're going to pay that piper down the road. Now we have to travel back to Texas on an off day, in and out. We have to play a doubleheader, which is never a good idea on your pitching staff. But there's nothing you can do about Mother Nature. You know, our guys do a great job with the rain and trying to make sure it's comfortable for the fans as much as possible. We do play games, and there's not any complaint about the conditions. You know, we've got a great setup here in what we do for a living, but the continuity and just getting into the flow of the season has been a challenge for not only for us but for everybody.
At the time that we talk here, you still haven't had to make a roster move, which for all the years I've covered the team, is probably later than what we're used to. How tough is it going to be, though? You've got 3 guys on the DL who are going to be ready to come off relatively soon, and you're going to have to make room for all 3.
Well, that's a good thing. You know, I'm not overthinking it. You know, a lot of times those things kind of solve themselves, but it's good to have good players and have too many of them. And we like when our guys get healthy, and it also gives us, I look at it on the positive side, gives us a chance to look at some guys we normally wouldn't be able to and get as familiar with them as possible, because we know we're going to need a lot more than the 25 we broke camp with.
Look, I know Adam Jones is important to this team anyway, but how important is it when you've got him in center and you've got 2 new guys again flanking him, where you have a lot of times a Rule 5 pick, Joey Rickard, you have Mark Trumbo on the other side, and Adam kind of being that leader in the middle?
Well, you know, we took a lot of reps in spring training. It was one of the things that we knew that with Trum and Joey that there was a chance that they were going to be out there a lot, and I think they were in the top 4 in plate appearances and innings played, and that was by design. So a lot of that got taken care of down in spring training. So Adams had to adjust to a lot of people. You know, he got fortunate there with Nicky for a long time, Arcakis, and you know, he's very familiar with Nolan. So it's a pretty quick learn, but there's still periods you go through, especially in new ballparks like Fenway with Joey. There's just a different feel. And the first time he's really ever played with a third deck on a stadium, which is a whole different depth perception.
Fans still getting to know some of the new guys. If I just throw a couple of names at you, what comes to mind? Let's start with Rickard.
So far so good. You know, dependable. You know, I'm always cautious when people are running guy up the flag so fast and everything. And he's a good kid and seems like a real good teammate and very respectful, but not in awe of the opportunity he's getting. And usually our guys, when they're drawn to somebody, and they're usually pretty good evaluators, but. I think everybody should slow down a little bit. It's moving fast for him, but he's doing a great job with everything that's thrown at him, and we're happy with him.
And what about Trumbo?
Trump's been a real seamless fit. You know, he's a guy that I think people miss how he's an articulate, very student of the game, and he wants to be good at everything. He wants to score from second on a single. He wants to throw to the right base. He wants to do the right thing, and he's been a very dependable guy for us, not only on the field but just as a guy that's fit into how we have to do things.
I know he hasn't played much, but Hyun Soo Kim, what do you think of him right now?
I'm proud of all the things that have been thrown at him new in his life and how he's handled it. And I think he has a real respect for everything here. And I think our guys have really also been drawn to his challenges and trying to make his path easier. So, you know, he's been fine. And if anything, he's been positive.
And let's round out the outfield, Nolan Reimold.
Nolan's a survivor, and just when you think, you know, it's the first time he's been healthy in a long time, and I think he's had, you know, the opportunities he's had, he's reminded everybody what he's capable of doing out there, and he's in a good place. We played him a lot this spring, and he held up on all of it.
He's the Orioles manager, Buck Showalter. I'm Rock Abatco. Thanks for watching.